Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, Shaker Heights varsity hockey fans, and welcome here to the Kent State Ice Arena where your Red Raiders are starting their district tournament run for the OHSAA state tournament. Now, entering into today, Shaker is 13th in those OHSAA rankings, and they're starting off number 3 seeded in that Kent district bracket. On the other hand, they are taking on the Orange Lions today in their clean black and orange look. They are 57th in the OHSAA rankings. Kent seeded 14th in the bracket. So we will see how they do here today. Shaker typically mercying a team in that first round of the district bracket. We saw that 2 years ago against Cleveland Heights. We saw it last year against Solon. We saw the last goal actually scored by one of those Solon players because the senior captain wanted to go out with a bang. He just ended it on his own terms. Now, Shaker is coming out of the Cleveland Cup run last weekend. They took on Holy Name. They won that game 2-0. They had a couple players out due to illness, a couple also out due to just other circumstances. There was one out for personal matters. That was Andy Benincasa, but Shaker was still able to muster up the shutout victory. 2-0 was your final there at the Brunswick Auto Mart Arena. Now, Shaker went into their next game maybe with a bit of a chip on their shoulder after what should have been more of a dominating performance, but regardless, they still lost to their rival, the Lancers of Gilmore Academy, able to beat the Red Raiders. 5-2 was your final there. Gilmore went on to lose to University School. 5-0 was the final there, with US taking home the Cleveland Cup for the second straight year. Back-to-back go the Preppers. They're looking to actually make a big state tournament run later in this tournament. Now, Orange, however, is coming off of a 2-1 loss against Normandy High School, a school just around that Parma area. We see Holy Name around there. Holy Name, a team that Shaker continues to dominate, so we'll give you a bit of an understanding of where Orange is in the OHSAA state rankings. Holy Name, is 40th ranked in this state. Orange is 57th, so technically speaking, Shaker should have a better performance against Orange that they did have against Holy Name. Shaker beating Holy Name each of the 3 times that they faced off. Now, in this Kent bracket, we've seen a lot of different games already take place. There's still one more to go after this one. That is Menor versus Nordonia. The winner of this game takes on the winner of Menor and Nordonia. Menor, more than likely the team to come out of that game. So, also in this tournament, we started off with US beating their opponent. We started off with a lot of typical results. However, in the Sylvania bracket, we already saw an upset. Sylvania Northview getting the loss against Clay High School, a big upset to start off the tournament. We'll see if Orange can maybe have a chance at an upset here today against the Red Raiders. But now we're going to take you down to ice level for player introductions. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum, here with the call of the game from Kent State University.
Shaker Heights will serve as the home team for today's contest. Shaker Heights and Orange are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct and competition. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals. While play may be fierce at times, all in attendance are remembered that this is a game between youngsters, and the sporting behavior is always expected. Artificial noisemakers of any kind are prohibited. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to procedures adopted by OHSAA. They have been selected based on their experience, expertise, and knowledge of the game, and are well qualified to perform their duties. Today's officials are Mr. Victor Lavassier and Mr. Nate Wilkie. And now for the introductions of the starting lineup for each team. For the visiting team, Orange, at defense, number 8, Noah Rice. At defense, number 9, Ben Hedges. At forward, number 2, Brandon Glazier. At forward, number 3, Russell Todd. At forward, number 5, Brendan Marie. And in goal, number 31, Zach Frederick. Orange is coached by Mr. Michael Bird, assisted by Reed Anderson and Devin Edwards. And now, for your home team of Shaker Heights. At defense, number 17, Quentin Garnett. At defense, number 23, Cole Richard. At forward, number 5, Sammy Gerber. At forward, number 13, Will Brokaw. At forward, number 24, Joey Moore.
Jump out!
And in goal, number 30, Nico Denarius. Shaker Heights is coached by Mr. Matt Bartley and assisted by Mike Bartley, Carson Strang, Rashawn Yimmy, and Alex Okiki.
Go Shaker!
At this moment, if you are able, we invite you to stand and speak Honor America at the playing of our national anthem.
And with the anthem of the nation set, we are set for some good old Ohio ice hockey. Your Red Raiders going up against the Lions of Orange High School. We will see who can come away with the victory. For 15 minutes up on the clock, symbolizing the start of period number 1. And as you saw during the player introductions, that first line of forwards going to be Joey Moore, Sammy Gerber, Will Brokaw. In net getting the start is going to be Nico Daenerys, but in front of him, behind the offense, the defensive pairing of Quentin Garnett and Cole Richard. We might also see from more unfamiliar names as well on defense. Eamon Fury, typically on JV, is in that fourth defensive lineup. We'll see how many minutes he will get. Elliot Thome as well, backing up Nico Daenerys here today. We'll see if he gets some minutes, if this game is to get out of hand quickly. Shaker looking to let it get out of hand quickly for Orange High School. So we will see. Frederick in net here today for Orange. Daenerys in net today for the Red Raiders. We should have a good old Northeast Ohio ice hockey game here from Kent State University. My name is Vaughn Ullum. The puck is set to be dropped in. It is won back by Sammy Gerber. Joey Moore helping him out a little bit. We'll go back to the defenseman, Cole Richard. Garnett was looking to dump this one up to Will Brokaw. It's out of his reach. We'll go back to the Shaker zone. And now Shaker's going to work a rush. Joey Moore's going to wrap this one around the boards. Getting there first is going to be number 6 of Orange. Trying to clear it out with the help of number 5, the captain. Nothing doing. In the corner, taken over by Sammy Gerber. Sammy Gerber trying to center it over to Brokaw. It's right through his legs, but he will recover and get it back behind the net. He's under pressure by a line. Now turned over in the slot. Will Brokaw has it once more. Taking it up the right wing. Taking a shot. That goes wide to the left. Quentin Garnett holds it at the blue line. Taking a shot as well. Looking for the tip was Sammy Gerber. Can't get through the traffic, however. 14-10 left to go here in the first. 0-0 your score. Mayhew is out. Brokaw there as well. Lenahan going to join. That is Mayhew, Lenahan, and Kiltz making up the second line of forwards. We get to see Brokaw hop off. Now he will do just that. Kiltz is out. along the left wing, far side from your camera. Lenahan holds it now behind the net. Looking for a pass for the moment. He will just leave this one to the point for Jonathan Kalergis. He'll wrap it back around. Kilt's in the corner. Kilt's to Mayhew. Mayhew tried to center it into the slot as Lenahan was working his way to the crease, but he could not connect. Here's a shot. Easy save, Nico Daenerys with the stick, and it'll go over to the assistant captain, Jonathan Kalergis. Kalergis over to his co-defenseman here today. That second line of defense is going to look like Kalergis, Benincasa. The third line of defense, McGinnis and White. Kiltz, Mayhew, Lenahan still making up the second line of forwards. Kiltz will get it to Mayhew. The sophomore drops this one back to the point. McGinnis takes a shot. That got through the traffic somehow, but a save from Zach Frederick, the goaltender here today for the Lions. We're going to get a fresh set out there for the Red Raiders, except for Teddy McGinnis, the man who had that original shot. Thank you very much for tuning in here from the Kent State Ice Arena. Your Red Raiders still scoreless up against these Orange Lions. We'll see who can pop the first one for either side. Taking this face-off is going to be Ian Hunter. That shot is blocked. Currently, that third line is Ian Hunter, it's Colin Arth, and it's Sebi Juan. Two freshmen and a junior. Here taking up the near side wing, taking the shot. Somehow that just got over the shoulder of Nico Daenerys, but he's able to make a second effort, dive right behind him, and make the secondary save. That was close. That was probably the closest chance that we have had so far. Fortunately for Shaker, Orange is the holder of that best chance. The captain, number 5 of Orange, set to take this face-off up against Arth. The freshman is going to win it back, however, for the Red Raiders. Off the boards, we'll go to Sebi Juan. Juan moving it up the near side wing. He'll poke it forward, and here's a 2-on-1 rush if they keep it going. Juan centers this one over. He was looking to Arth as he joined the play as well, but it'll go right past him and go to the opposite boards. Back to Juan. Juan centering it over to Hunter. Hunter with the shot, and a good save. Frederick into the corner we go. Arth trying to take a man along the boards, unable to do just that. Now 18 holds it. He'll clear the zone for Orange. It'll go all the way down the ice, but icing is waved off. Orange, a much smaller team than Shaker. Only 11 players, 1 goalie for this Orange squad, and that means 2 lines for offense, 2 lines for defense. So we'll see if this team can tire out quickly. That's what we've seen from Holy Name, who had a team of about the same size. Here's Benincasa along the boards. He'll wrap it back around. That time he was looking to the captain, Sammy Gerber. He won't find him, but he will find the senior Will Brokaw. Brokaw, probably the best offensive player this season for the Red Raiders. We've seen his name get called a great many times. There, a centering feed to Joey Moore. It's still loose out in front of the crease. Can a secondary chance get through Frederick? It cannot. He'll hold it. A couple players taken down to the ice after the whistle. Just some incidental contact. We await a face-off in that Red Raider O zone. Coming back out is going to be that second line of forwards on defense. It's going to be the pairing of Benincasa and Kalergis. Taking the face-off for the Red Raiders is going to be Connor Mayhew. This time he's up against the captain, number 5 of Orange. But Mayhew's going to win this back to Lenahan. Lenahan working it around the boards and behind the net. Now he'll get it into the corner for Kiltz. Kiltz looking for the centering feed to Mayhew. Won't find him. We'll go to Lenahan behind the net. And now he's going to center it himself, eventually dropping it off to the point. Kalergis taking a shot that tipped off of a stick in front. An Orange defenseman. It'll fly up and into the netting and out of play. 11:10 left to go here in this first period of action. 0-0 is your score. The defensive pairing, that third line, Braden White, McGinnis. Second line of forwards remains out. Here Lenahan to take this face-off. However, once again, it's won by Orange. Orange skating it out of their zone. Here it's number 3. He'll speed right around McGinnis. Here's a good chance. He'll take the shot, and a good save, Nico Daenerys. Great chance that time for the Lions. And now we're back with Mayhew. Mayhew leaves it to Lenahan. Lenahan centers it himself, takes the shot, and that goes wide. Great chances, back and forth we go. Behind the net, held by number 8. Number 8 tried to center it over to a forward to clear it. Instead, it'll find the stick of Ryan Lenahan. Lenahan into the corner. Gets it over to Kiltz. It's right off his stick and out of the zone. I believe Ryan Lenahan was not looking for Kiltz. He was looking to send it up to the blue line for one of his defensemen. There, a good kick save. Lenahan keeps it inside of the zone. On defense, we're getting that first line back out, and that means the freshman Cole Richard and the senior Quentin Garnett. Garnett, more than likely to actually attend this school in which he's playing at right now. Here's Ryan Kiltz looking for a chance of his own, taking the shot, and a good save by Zach Frederick. They're clear of the zone. We'll go back to Cole Richard. Looks as though that second line of forwards is going to be back out, and it seems to be the case. Ian Hunter, Colin Arth, Sebi Juan, they're all out. Garnett, once again, more than likely going to Kent State next year for his freshman year of college, so we'll see if he can get used to the area as he plays in it right now. Here's Ian Hunter behind Zach Frederick's net. What is he going to try? He'll center it over, and Cole Richard didn't know it was coming his way. Hit right off his stick and out of the zone, but he'll hang on to it. He'll skate into the neutral zone. Maybe he's going to create a back-and-forth chance. Oh, he split the two defensemen, but lost the puck in doing so. In the near side corner, past the center over to Colin Arth. Arth up to the point, the shot from Ian Hunter, but the play is blown dead. It looks as though the net is out of place. 9:11 left to go here in the first frame of the sport. It is still a 0-0 score. First line of offense back out. Brokaw, Moore, Gerber. Gerber the man to take the face-off. On defense, Kalergis and Benincasa. So Shaker definitely holding most of the possession early in this game. However, you can argue that Orange have had the better chances. Of course, that was almost that fluky goal earlier that flew over the shoulder of Nico Daenerys. Luckily for him, the second effort couldn't find its way through his crease. There was also almost a breakaway chance, but here's Sammy Gerber with a secondary rebound chance, unable to bury it home. Zach Frederick holding his own in the crease so far for the Orange Lions. Here's a shot from Brokaw, hit by the blocker, sent up into the netting. We will get a face-off in the Red Raider O zone. 8:41 left to go here in the first. The same set of five is going to stay out here for Shaker Heights. And Gerber, once again, going to take the face-off. He's up against the other number 5 on the ice, the captain of Orange. He'll win this back to Brokaw. Brokaw with a shot. And once again, another save sent up and into the netting. Once again, we'll get another face-off. Only 3 seconds off the clock there, 8:38 left to go in the first. Have a face-off right where we last had it, to Frederick's right side. That face-off taken over by Moore. He'll take a quick shot and a good save. But it's loose. Shaker maintains control over it. Up to the point we go. Benincasa. Benincasa looking for the tip in front was Sammy Gerber, but it can't get any good contact off the stick. Into that same corner. It's still with Sammy Gerber. Gerber goes up to the point. Kalergis wraps it back around. He was looking to Gerber. It'll go right past him into Will Brokaw. We go center and feed over to Sammy Gerber. He can't get good contact to bury it home. We're back behind the net. Sammy Gerber. Gerber fighting a battle of strength up against number 8 there. A clearing attempt goes nowhere. Benincasa takes a shot, and that off the boards and wide. We'll go behind the net. Number 9 playing it up against Sammy Gerber. A lot of back and forth between puck possession. However, Shaker is maintaining control over it for the moment in their own zone. Here's a shot. Gerber once again, and good save Zach Frederick. 7:40 left to go in the first period. We're nearing the halfway point of this first, and surprisingly enough, 0-0 is your score. Joey Moore leaves this one to Ryan Lenahan. Lenahan works around one defenseman, centers it himself, takes the shot, and a good save. Zach Frederick. Good opportunity that time created by Ryan Lenahan, just not able to bury it home through the crease. Zach Frederick, for the moment, having a great game. I mean, some good saves early from these Red Raider shots, and the shots haven't exactly been low quality. Plenty of them have been good shots, so you got to just credit Zach Frederick. Here's Cole Richard into the neutral zone. He's going to dump this one forward as his team touches up to avoid the offsides. Lenahan, the man to rush in as well, and as he has to pass it quickly, Orange can't clear the zone. Lenahan back with it. Will he look for a shot? Not just yet. He'll leave it to the point. Garnett looking for the tip of Ryan Kiltz. And that's going nowhere. Kilt's back with it behind the net. Over to Lenahan. Lenahan holds it in the corner to the left side of the goaltender. Over to the freshman, Cole Richard. Richard, a pass that almost went a Ryan out of the zone. Garnett just able to keep it in. Now Lenahan. Lenahan centers this one over, and eventually Mayhew with a tip-in. The good rebound goal that time from number 6, Connor Mayhew. He'll be first in line for the fist bumps, and Shaker takes the lead. 1-0 is your score. For a moment there, it was getting a little tense at first because it seemed like Zach Frederick was just going to save everything. But Connor Mayhew takes the deficit away. 1-0 is your score. Shaker on top. This face-off taken over by Shaker once again. Sebi Juan struggles against 2 lines surrounding him. As he enters in across the blue line, he'll get it over to Ian Hunter. Ian Hunter and Arth, the 2 other forwards, out with him. On defense, Benincasa and Kalergis along the boards. 2 Raiders against 3 Lions. The Lions with more guys are going to move it forward. Number 3, trying to move around swiftly around the big man, Benincasa. Benincasa says no thank you. 6:20 left to go here in the first. Around the boards we'll find Ian Hunter. Ian Hunter banks it off the boards. Arth is going to win the race there. Good hustle this time by the freshman. Behind the net. Good stick lift. It'll take the puck away from him. Sebi Juan is going to recover for him. Get it back in Shaker possession. Now to Ian Hunter in the corner. The assistant captain centers it. He was looking for that freshman, Colin Arth. Can't find him, but he'll recover off the boards. Now to Garnett. Garnett with a blast, and that goes wide. Might have hit the traffic out in front of the crease. Garnett over to the opposite point. Jonathan Kalergis to the corner. Hunter unable to center it for the moment. Will go back up to the point off of an orange clearing attempt. Kalergis around the boards we go. Arth plays the body, takes a man off the puck. It'll go back to the defenseman Garnett. Shaker looking to double their lead early in this game. Garnett, number 17, the captain, wraps it around to the freshman, number 19. Number 19, Sebi Juan. Back to the point. To Garnett. Garnett with a blast, and that can't get through the traffic. Second chance, Colin Arth still loose in front of the crease. Shaker takes possession right back. Off the boards, back to the point. Kalergis. Midway through the corner. And, there's a good chance that time for Sebi Juan. It was up in the air in the crease. Just able to snag it away from the freshman is Zach Frederick. So Shaker only up by 1 through the first 10 minutes of the game. The first line of forwards, but Connor Mayhew joining instead of Joey Moore. And so on defense, Quentin Garnett and Cole Richard making up the first line of defense as well. Along the boards, battle for the puck possession. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Orange, and a good clearing attempt just flipped over the stick of Cole Richard. Over to his co-defenseman Garnett. Garnett's pass goes awry. Icing is waved off as an Orange defenseman touched up in his own zone. 4:44 left to go here in the first period of play. Quentin Garnett works this up. Will Brokaw taking it up the near side wing. Centers this one over. He was looking at Garnett. It's right off of his skate. And behind the net we go, but Garnett still's got it. To Gerber. Gerber was looking at Garnett, and it goes right on by him and out of the zone. In the Shaker Heights zone, Connor Mayhew has got it. He'll dump this up to Gerber. Gerber goes cross ice. Benincasa, and he can't pick it up cleanly either. Orange dumps this one down the ice. That's going to be on net. Nico Daenerys plays this one. He'll leave it over to Kalergis. Kalergis up to Brokaw, the first line of forwards. Still out on defense, however, it's Benincasa, and it is Kalergis, that second line of defensemen. Here's Brokaw behind the net. What can he do? He'll work swiftly around one defenseman. What a swift little nifty move from number 13, Will Brokaw. And along the boards, Shaker able to keep it in with the help of Jonathan Kalergis. But Brokaw that time looking for a good pass. Now Kalergis over to Mayhew. Mayhew can't bury it home. That would have been a second. Benincasa at the point looking for the shot. A good block by the forward, number 2 of the Orange Lions. 3:27 left to go here in the first period of play. Shaker up by 1. Gerber trying to work around number 18. 18 says no thank you. So Gerber has no choice but to leave it to Ryan Lenahan. Lenahan works around one forward, trying to work around a defenseman. Instead, he'll center this one over to Benincasa, and off the backhand, a good save by Zach Frederick once more. 3:10 left to go here in the first. Shaker up 1-0 is your score. Moore taking the face-off. He'll win it back to Lenahan. Lenahan with a shot and a good blocker save. Moore with a rebound chance, and he'll bury it home. Good rebound goal that time from the junior number 24, Joey Moore. 2-0 now your score. 3:06 left to go in the first. Joey Moore, Ryan Lenahan, Colin Arth, the line to get it done. They will remain out. On defense, it's going to be Garnett and Cole Richard, that first line that we have seen all throughout the season. Nico Daenerys with an easy save there as it just flew over into his zone. Here, kept in, number 8, taking a shot and a good save that time. Once again, Nico Daenerys. 2:45 left to go here in the first. We play on. Joey Moore in the corner. Over to the captain, Quentin Garnett. Garnett was looking for the freshman, Colin Arth. He was looking to Cole Richard, the freshman. But he won't find either guy. So we go back into the Red Raider zone there. A faulty pass. And here's a good chance for the Orange Lions. And that shot, I believe, goes a bit wide. He was taken out of the crease by one of the Red Raider defensemen. Now here's a good rush starting the other way. Up the near side wing, it's Colin Arth. Arth looking for the centering feed. That time to the other freshman, Cole Richard. Nothing done, however. 2:10 left to go here in the first. 2-0 is your score around the boards. Over to Arth in the slot. He'll rip a shot, and a beauty it is. With 2:02 left to go in the first, it's going to be the freshman, Colin Arth, getting the goal. And how about that? Beauty of a snipe from the freshman. Good stick work from him there. And so we will move forward to a 3-0 score with 2:02 left to go in the first. This face-off taken over by the Lions. And, right off the face-off, Kiltz is going to take it. What can he do? He'll lose the puck out in front of him, fall down to the ice, and now he's trying to move it up to the point. Instead, actually, he'll work around one forward. This will flip up over the net to Sebi Juan after stick-to-stick contact. Ian Hunter around the boards. We go back to Sebi Juan. Juan, backhand, forehand. He'll stick with it. Wrap it around the boards this time. Ian Hunter once again kicking the puck on his stick. Now he'll leave it to Jonathan Kalergis, his former defenseman. There, a shot from Kiltz. It'll go wide. 1:20 left to go here in the first period. This will escape the zone. It'll glide right on past Jonathan Kalergis. Now cross ice. We'll go to Benincasa. Benincasa back to his co-defenseman. And he was going cross ice all the way down to Ian Hunter. Here, icing is waved off. We're down to our final minute here of the first period. 3-0 is your score. Bit of a slow start to this game. We'll see if Shaker can pick it up. There, a shot from Garnett and a good save from Zach Frederick. So on defense is going to be Quentin Garnett and Cole Richard. The forward line, however, going to be a different look. It's going to be Eamon Fury, Lowell Rich, and Ian Schneiberg. We'll see what this line can get done. Ian Schneiberg and Lowell Rich, typical varsity players. However, Eamon Fury called up here for this game. He's on the roster listed as a defenseman. Perhaps they're going to switch him around a bit as this game progresses. Here at the point, kept in by Garnett. Garnett trying to wrap it around. It'll hit off of a stick. Up into the netting it goes. And with 32 seconds left to go in the first, 3-0 remains your score. We'll get a face-off in the Red Raider O-Zone. To take this face-off is Lowell Rich, number 7. He's up against the captain, number 5. Their centering feed goes nowhere. Orange able to clear it out. 25 seconds left to go. Nico Daenerys going to leave this one to the freshman, Cole Richard. He'll take it out from behind his net. He'll take it up the far side wing and into the neutral zone. Let's see if the freshman defenseman has a trick up his sleeves. Now over to Schneiberg and an open net chance, and he'll miss it right into the left pad. And he's going to be kicking himself after that one. Great chance, just not able to put it through. Great setup, may I add, by Cole Richard, taking it from one side of the ice to the other. Unfortunately, his efforts will be going unnoticed on the stat sheet. 9 seconds left to go here in the first. Here's a great chance for Brokaw off the post. How about that? So there you go. 4-0 is your score. 3 seconds off the face-off. Brokaw off the post, burying it home. 4-0 your score. That'll take us back to the center dot for the face-off. What a goal that time from Will Brokaw. 2 seconds left to go. Will Orange get a final shot away? They will not. And that will take us to the end of the first period of play. That last goal coming from Will Brokaw. Some other players popping some goals as well. We'll recap that last period when we come back out of the first intermission. Thank you very much for tuning in. 4-0 is your score for the moment. The Red Raiders are on top. If they keep this up, this game could end early. Shaker could mercy them, but we'll see if that's in the stars. For the moment, Orange struggling to put anything up. They are held scoreless through one. We'll see how this will progress when we come back. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum. We will be back to recap the first and for the call of the second period. Hello, Shakerites Varsity hockey fans, and welcome back. Your Red Raiders are up 4-0 through the first period of play. 15 minutes up on the clock, symbolizing the start of period number 2. We'll see what your Red Raiders can get done here in the second. Maybe they can get 6, maybe mercy them early in this game. We'll see. Shaker got a really late start to the game. Didn't score until until over halfway through, I do believe. So we will see how they do now as we continue forward. Quentin Garnett sends this cross ice. Will Brokaw, Gerber, and Moore. The starting first line of forwards. Into the corner, it's with Gerber. Shaker now moving from the right to the left of your screen now. 14:40 left to go here in the second. They're a good turnover, and they were looking for the centering post-to-post feed to Sammy Gerber. Fortunately, it won't connect to him, and it'll go to the opposite boards. Sammy Gerber, however, back with it, centering it over to Brokaw. Brokaw, the last goal scored. Only 6 seconds remaining in that first period. There, a shot from Gerber, and oh, what a corner shot! Top shelf into the top right corner. And that'll move their lead up to one more. 5-0 will be your score now. Your Red Raiders are on top. Shaker, through that first period, led the faceoffs 12-5, led shots on goal 23-6, and shot attempts 34-6. So if there's a positive to take away for Orange, it's that all their shots attempted were on goal. However, only 6 of them. Kalergis goes over. He'll find Colin Arth, Mayhew, and Lenahan, this second line of forwards. As Kiltz is not out there this time around. Their shot, Benincasa, no rebound was given up to Ryan Lenahan as it's sent wide and into the corner. Lenahan's back with it. He's looking for the freshman Arth. He's up against a physical battle against number 5 of the Lions, and now it seems as though we have a penalty being assessed here. It's going to be a tripping call on the freshman. Colin Arth in the box for 2. We'll see if the Lions can get anything done. Maybe cut this deficit down to 4. Still not a friendly deficit, but it'll help him out a little bit. Kilt's the man to take the face-off to begin the 2 minutes of penalty kill. On defense is going to be Kalergis and Benincasa. The other forward out with Kiltz is going to be Ian Hunter. Now we'll get the 2 minutes up on the clock. The stadium announcement has been set, and now we're back to the lovely game of ice hockey. Up to the point. That's a shot. And a good save, Nico Daenerys. It'll go up and over his chest. There, off the post and wide is that shot. Taken over by Kalergis. He's just going to dump this one down the ice. That'll kill off some time. 1:40 left to go in this Orange power play. And a rush concludes quickly, just right as they enter in across the blue line. Benincasa takes it away, dumps it forward. And here, Ian Hunter with the net empty, trying to center this one over. Benincasa takes the shot and a good blocker save. Ian Hunter tries to pick it up off the boards, not able to do so. It'll glide right past him. Kalergis to recover. To Kiltz. Kiltz works around along the blue line. That shot, looking for the tip out in front, was Ian Hunter. It won't work. It'll hit off of his chest. Orange takes it back, clears their zone, which shouldn't exactly be the case that they're looking for. Now Benincasa sends this one down the ice, up along that far side wing from where your camera lies. 50 seconds left to go of penalty time. McGinnis and White, the defensive pairing, number 18, skating it up. Looking for the centering feed. That goes nowhere but to the stick of Teddy McGinnis. McGinnis up to Kiltz. It's right off his stick. Didn't know it was coming his way. He'll shrug his shoulders. That's not exactly his fault. Down the ice we go. And that's going to be an icing on Orange. Just got peanut crap all over my phone. 12:17 left to go here in the second. 31 seconds left to go of penalty time. Lowrich to take the face-off, winning it back. Teddy McGinnis. McGinnis to the opposite point. Braden White takes a shot and a good pad save. Zach Frederick, that shot, a glove save, and a snag with some attitude from the Orange goaltender, number 31. 23 seconds left to go of penalty time. Lowrich takes it into the corner. Looking to center it over to Sebi Juan. Nothing doing. Lowrich back with it loose in the crease. It'll be poked away and against the opposite boards. Orange going to skate this one out. It's with number 8. Number 8 up the far side wing. Taking the shot. That'll end up wide. 5 seconds left to go of power play time for Orange. Number 3 with a good chance to take a shot. A good save. Rebound chance. He can't sneak it through. Nico Daenerys banks the net out of place as well. That'll take us to an upcoming face-off in the Red Raider defensive zone. And how about this for an interesting forward line? It's going to be Ryan Lenahan out with Eamon Fury and Ian Schneiberg. Not exactly a trio you expect to see, but a trio you're going to get against the Orange Lions. This face-off, one back by Ryan Lenahan. Garnett holds it. On defense, it's Elliot Hanna out with Quentin Garnett. An interesting set of 5 we've got out here. Ian Schneiberg leaves this to Lenahan. Lenahan with a shot and a good glove save once more from Zach Frederick. 11.5 left to go here in the second. 5-0 is your score. Lenahan to take this face off. To his left, it's Fury. To his right, it's Schneiberg. On defense, Elliot Hanna and Quentin Garnett remain. In the corner, Schneiberg tries to work it up to the point. It's intercepted by number 3 of the men in black, but immediately turned over in the neutral zone. Garnett works around one man, banks it off the boards to himself, picks it up behind the net. 11.05 left to go here in the second. Garnett leaves this one to Lenahan in the corner. Lenahan up against 2 Lions, and he's actually going to get it out to Schneiberg. Good work by Lenahan to keep it in shaker possession there. He'll work around one man. Looking for a post-to-post pass. Instead, it'll fly right through the crease. Fury, Schneiberg, and Lenahan remain the forward line. Orange clears this out. Clears this out with a cross-ice feed to number 2. It'll go wide, however. Lenahan remains out. Schneiberg and Fury did hop off. Here's Lenahan working around 2 Lions. Now he'll take the shot. And a good save. Great chance that time. Set up by Ryan Lenahan, just not able to finish and capitalize. We will remain at a 5-0 score. 10:23 left to go here in the second. Taking this face-off is going to be Sammy Gerber. To the left side, it's Brokaw. To the right side, it's Moore. The defensive pairing, Kalergis and Richard. Richard at the point. Wraps this one around. Getting there first is going to be a Lion defenseman, number 9. He's intercepted by Will Brokaw. Brokaw trying to work it over to Sammy Gerber, and eventually Sammy Gerber's going to work to get the puck on his stick. He'll take a shot. It's blocked. Into the opposite boards we will go. Now here's an Orange Lion, number 8, the forward. Trying to move it forward past the freshman Cole Richard. He'll poke it away initially, but Orange still moving it forward. 9:50 left to go here in the second. We'll wrap this one around the boards. Will Brokaw not able to pick it up. But with a second effort, he's able to take it. He'll split 2 Lions. Now he'll take the shot, and there you go. It's Will Brokaw. Will Brokaw with a goal once more. And so with 9:39 left to go in the second, 6-0 is now your score. Brokaw heads to the bench after popping one more. And we'll see what can Shaker do now. Taking this face off for the Red Raiders, Ryan Lenahan. To the left, it's Mayhew. To the right, it's going to be the freshman Arth. On defense, McGinnis and Benincasa. So head coach Matt Bartley switching up some of these defensive pairings a little bit as we progress through the game. Here's Ryan Lenahan. Lenahan sends this behind the net of Zach Frederick. Over to the freshman Arth. Arth to Benincasa. Benincasa waits for the lane to open up a little bit. He'll take the shot, and I believe that hit into some of the traffic set up in front of the crease. Benincasa back with it to Arth. Arth trying to center it to the slot. Nothing doing. Benincasa to Lenahan. Lenahan to Arth once more. He'll take the shot and a good initial save. The referee blows this one dead as well, as it seems the net is out of place. 8:56 left to go here in the second. Your Red Raiders are up by 6. The forward line, it's Hunter, and great chance, tic-tac-toe, but unfortunately a great save once more by Zach Frederick. That powerful shot will go all the way out, clearing the zone. Nico Daenerys gets out of his crease to play it, dropping it off to Elliot Hanna. Hanna up to Ian Hunter, it's off his stick, and back into line possession. They'll dump it forward to the stick of Braden White. The Orange Lions, not a ton of setup throughout this game. Here we'll go to Sebi Juan. He can't pick it up along the boards. 8:10 left to go in the second. In the neutral zone, Kiltz picks it up. Kiltz has a man open in Ian Hunter. He'll decide not to take it. He'll look him off and pop in a goal. Good look that time from number 4, Ryan Kiltz. He'll make it a 7-goal game with 8:02 left to go in the second. Shaker winning the shots on goal department this period, 11-4. We'll see if they keep the streak up. Eamon Fury, Lowell Rich, Ian Schneiberg, the forward. Excuse any technical difficulties taking place there. They're a big hit along the blue line from Quentin Garnett. Here's Lowell Rich. Over to Eamon Fury, and Fury has a goal. Eamon Fury called up from JV for this game. He'll get a varsity goal. And how about that? Halfway through the second, Eamon Fury getting the goal. That's what you love to see. Eight nothing now your score. You love to see a good old Eamon Fury goal. You'll get one here today. Ryan Kiltz to Johnny Kalergis. Kalergis shoots this one wide of the net. Ian Hunter, Ryan Kiltz, Sebi Juan make up the forward trio on defense. Benincasa and Kalergis. Benincasa up to Juan. It's out of his reach and into the corner we go. Picking it up along the boards. Kiltz tries to wrap it back around to Ian Hunter. He's met by 2 Lions. They will stop any sort of puck movement for the Raiders and clear the zone. Benincasa back with it, trying to wrap it back around. The Lions number 9 says no thank you. He'll dump it back to the neutral zone. Kiltz holds it. He'll skate it through the center circle. And now up the near side wing. He'll drop it off. Ian Hunter's shot a bit whiffed upon. And it'll go wide to the left side. Back to Kiltz, or at least that was the intended target. 6.5 left to go in the second. It won't get to him. Orange is going to clear the zone. Here's a good rush. Created this time by number 3 with speed and a shot. A good save from Daenerys. And we'll go the other way. Kiltz under pressure by an Orange line in the form of number 3. Now Sebi Juan and Ian Hunter on a 2-on-2 rush. The centering feed to Ian Hunter. It's still loose in the crease. He's not able to poke it home. Now Braden White looking for the shot, and you could hear the boom of the pad as he made that save with 6:06 left to go in the second. And now we're going to get Nico Daenerys heading to the bench as Elliot Thome is making his varsity debut. So how about that? An Eamon Fury goal. Elliot Thome getting his appearance in the crease. Good look here today for the Red Raiders. In the center position, it's going to be Lowell Rich, 2 of Red and White and Teddy McGinnis make up the for the shot. Looking for the tip out in front. Back to Mix. McGinnis tries a shot. Hit off the post, no goal. Feed bumped off the play that time by a Red Raider defenseman. Back into the corner of the Red Raider defensive zone. We go. McGinnis to the co-defenseman White. White dumped this one forward. It's off the stick of a Lion. Lowell Rich up against number 9. The race to get there first. It's going to be the Lions getting there first. Now here's Lowell Rich. Lowell Rich tried to center to Ryan Lenahan, who was working his way towards the crease. Just unable to pop anything, though. Lowell Rich pokes this one out of Lion possession. Now Lowell Rich over to the defenseman, the captain, Quentin Garnett. Garnett off the boards to Lenahan. Lenahan taking it up the far side wing. Here's a good rush he's got going. He'll take the shot. A low percentage shot is in front of the crease. It'll find its way to the net of Zach Frederick. He'll hang for a face-off once more. The forward line, Mayhew, Arth, and Lenahan. Of course, head coach Matt Bartley working these forward lines all throughout the game a little bit differently there. Right off the face-off, it'll just take a lucky bounce over to Arth, and he'll just bury it into the top half of the net, right over the shoulder of Zach Frederick, and that'll take us to a 9-0 score. Now, according to OHSAA rules, I do believe 10 goals make up a mercy rule, and so one more, I believe, should be taking us to the end of this game. We'll see if that holds up. 9-0 your score. Out now is Lowell Rich, Eamon Fury, and Ian Schneiberg. The forward line we've seen a great many times throughout this second period. Head coach Matt Bartley trying to get his team some minutes. Here's Teddy McGinnis. McGinnis out with White, making the defensive pairing. And now McGinnis poked away from in the neutral zone. Over to Braden White. Good move by White. He'll send it to Schneiberg. Schneiberg. Ooh, a nifty little move around number 11 of the Lions. And now he's got a rush going on his own, but 4 different Lions surround him. Just not able to bury it home. There's a shot. It'll go wide. Just under 4 minutes left to go here in the second. Orange is going to clear this zone and mark that down as a save for Elliott Thome. Braden White goes to McGinnis, the freshman, takes it out from the corner. He's going to just skate around with it for a minute. He's looking to Lowell Rich. Rich held up by a Lion. And now over to Eamon Fury. Fury takes a shot, and a decent shot it was. Just a better glove save that time from Zach Frederick. 3.5 left to go here in the second frame of the sport. 9-0 is your score. The Red Raiders, of course, leading it here. And we'll see if they can mercy these Orange Lions. To clear it out of the zone, it'll hit off of Jonathan Kalergis, but still get across that blue line. The forward trio is going to be Juan. It's going to be Kiltz and Hunter out as well. Here's Kiltz with it. Into the neutral zone. He's got it all on his stick. Looking for a goal. He's got nothing yet. That one poked away. Kiltz has a goal already in this game. 3 minutes left to go in the second. He wrapped around the boards. Ian Hunter's going to pick it up. Eventually, it's poked away from him once more. The Lions going to clear the zone to Elliott Hanna. He'll just dump this one forward. 2:50 to go in the second. Ian Hunter picks it up in the corner. Wraps this one around. Sebi Juan. Juan to Kiltz. Kiltz with the shot and the score. And that'll make it a 10-goal game. 10-0 is your score. And that will continue this one moving forward. It might be a 10-goal separation through the first 2 periods. I suppose we will see. We saw a couple other teams throughout the district tournaments win. I believe there was one game that was 14-1. So, of course, that's not a 10-goal differential. So, we'll see how the final 2.5 minutes of the second period play out. Sebi Juan credited with the assist. Kiltz with the goal scored. Benincasa McGinnis the dipping back. Taking the shot, looking for the tip was either Lenahan or Fury set up in front of the crease. Neither of them could get any good contact. This is sent forward wide of the net. Elliott Thome is just going to leave this one be, and that's going to be an icing on the Lions of Orange High School. 10-0 is your score. Shaker Heights leads this one dominantly. Wide. 3 Lions against 2 Raiders, but the Raiders are going to end up taking puck possession out and along the blue line. Here's Ian Hunter looking for a goal of his own, perhaps. Now he'll center it, and that ends up wide of any Red Raiders. We're down to the final 100 seconds of this second period. Can Orange clear it? Yes, they can. This player on this Orange team, he's had a couple good rushes throughout, just not able to bury any home. Along the near side boards, taking it out, the captain, number 5. The 5 leaves it to number 3, centering it back to the captain. And there, it'll end up wide as the defenseman played the man off the puck. Here, that pass is out of reach of Sebigo in this second period. We're going to get a face-off in that Red Raiders zone. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Von Ullum, here with the call from the Kent State Ice Arena. That shot, good save that time from Elliot Thome. The team will give him a couple cheers. That pass out of reach of Lowell Rich. Once again, another icing. This face-off taken by Braden White around the net. He'll work this one, or at least he was trying to work this one up to Lowell Rich. Instead, Braden White's just going to keep the rush going all by himself. Now he'll drop it off to Fury. Fury was looking to wrap it around the glass boards, but it took an awkward bounce off, and so Orange has the opportunity to take a rush of their own. That shot all the way from the neutral zone, and a good kick save from Thome. 20 seconds left to go. It's sent into the Shaker corner of their zone. Lowell Rich looking for a varsity goal of his own. He's deep along the blue line, and that's going to be, that's going to be offsides on the Orange Lions. The forward 3 going to be Rich, Kiltz, and Fury. 12.2 to go in the second. On defense, for the moment, it's going to be Garnett, and it's going to be Teddy McGinnis. McGinnis playing a bit of keep away. Now he's going to move it forward. Off the boards, he's got Lowell Rich in a good 2-on-1 opportunity. He'll leave it to Kiltz. Kiltz with the shot, and that'll take us to the end of period number 2, and it should be to the end of the game. So, with that, Shaker wins the 2 periods in a score of 10-0. Only 30 minutes of ice hockey played, but that means that Shaker might have a bit of confidence as they enter into their next game. Shaker Heights will be moving on to take on Nordonia or Menor, the winner of this next game coming up right here on this ice in front of you. But for now, Shaker wins this one by a score of 10-0. So thank you very much for tuning in to our very first OHSAA state tournament game. Your Red Raiders winning this one by a final of 10-0. We've seen a lot of games we've seen a lot of games end in mercy rules. We saw University School win by 11-1 against their school. Shaker only able to get 1 mercy rule game throughout the season. That was against Hudson. Hudson able to get that victory. They moved on in the game just before this one. But we'll see how much longer they're able to keep in this tournament. So Shaker moves on. They will take on the winner of Nordonia and Menor. More than likely, it's going to be Menor. Shaker is taking on Menor in the second round of the OHSAA tournament. What feels like every single year. This year, more than likely no different, unless Nordonia able to pull out an upset. So, Shaker won the face-off counts 30-8. They won shot attempts 63-16, and shots on goal 46-14 on the power play. Orange was the only team to have a chance. Shaker not able to get any power play opportunities. Regardless, Orange was not able to capitalize on their one chance. So Shaker wins this one, 10-0 by a mercy rule through only 2 periods. Shaker will move on to the second round And after that, we'll see if they are going to take on Gilmore Academy. That's going to be more than likely their opponent in the third round if they get to that point. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Vaughn Ullum here from the Kent State Ice Arena on the Kent State University campus. We will see you on Wednesday as the Red Raiders take on their next opponent.